what real independent journalism looks like.
Smash that like for the MG Show. Subscribe now. Ring that bell. Let's go. Smash that like for the MG Show. Yeah. Let's go.
What you know you can't explain. But you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. Experience the awakening. Brilliant anonymous researchers. Patriots, join us in the Patriot Army. Trust the plan, pain coming. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. RedStateTalkRadio.com, Brighteon.tv, Rumble.com/MG Show. The end won't be for everyone. That choice to know will be yours. Where we go one, we go all. Fight, 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 and fight we will. We fight every day right here on the MG Show. Fight, 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 and fight we will on the MG Show. And the opening, Season 5, Episode 1 of Q Lounge live last night. If you didn't see it, you've got to, guys. 7,000, almost 8,000 views on Rumble, but we're on all platforms. It will be on the podcast platform soon as well. We'll get you that update too. But Shady, I think you were hat-tipped last night by Dan Scavino.
Well, I tell you one thing, it felt really good to be back in the seat, and it felt really nice to have all of you guys come to the show and to show your support and to actually start to, Jeff, we're going to have to start getting a little bit more belligerent out there, and I'm trying to set an example for everybody to recognize that these people, the same people that are screaming and yelling at you and telling you all this stuff about Q are the same people that have been screaming and yelling at us and telling us everything about everything else before Q also. So we have to kind of diminish these voices a little bit and get stronger. And so my intent was to set you guys up for success, because it's very clear that the Trump administration is signaling directly to Q. And this was an interesting little insight that you caught this morning.
Yeah, and Christendom Defender, welcome back. Did you see the Q post on the White House? That was interesting. But everybody's saying it was mocking Q. It was confirming Q, if you ask me. But Shady Grove, this is from Dan Scavino last night at 12:51 a.m. It says, "Can you reverse the spin with your mind?" Okay, and I'm gonna just take that out. But he's asking you, can you? And I was able to do it. But let's go look at QAG, right? Let's go look at Q Post 51. What was Shady's show about last night? It was basically about reversing your mind. It was basically about taking the spin. One nation under God, Q Post 51, because that's the timestamp, guys. Not 12:51 like everybody's putting under there, but one nation under God, Shady. But listen to this. I've watched as society has been effectively addicted to MSM, apps, social media, games, music, all propaganda. And the moment you try to open anyone's eyes, you are shunned, being dumbed down, weakened, and groomed for passivity and stupidity through food and their addictions, like calf literally being flattened fattened for slaughter. And with all the race war propaganda, Pizzagate possibility, I became suicidal because I can't stand that no one will open their eyes and are being manipulated hard. I hope with all my heart that Trump is going to make good on all of his promises to MAGA and clean the swamp. I've been thinking about joining the Navy for Corpsman Greenside, and I would love to serve under a Trump administration if he really does clean the swamp. We'll try to join regardless. No openings for Corpsman right now, though. I hope that what OP Anon says is true. I will be praying for OP Anon and all who risk their lives for safety, and that the Lord will guide them, and praying that what he says is true, and we will be praying for the spiritual edification of God for Trump and for his complete safety in all of this. The pieces are coming together for me, and if this is true, those working with him are absolute geniuses, because I would have never imagined there would be any way possible to take the monster of corruption that has overtaken this country. Q responds, "Dear Patriot, we hear you. We hear all Americans such as yourself. The time has come to take back our great land. The time is now." The time is now. Rest assured, POTUS is backed by the absolute finest people alive, who are all dedicated to the eradication of evil and corruption from the U.S. world. Find peace. God is with us. God bless and be safe. The White House. So, Shady, your whole show was based on that premise right there. And Dan said, reverse the spin. And you even said something. Can you reverse the spin with your mind? You even asked people to look at themselves. Do you really think President Trump is a criminal? Do you really think, how did you put it, Shady? Because you were basically asking people to look at themselves, and the proof is in the pudding. That's going to be up later. But Shady, you said basically all of that last night on the Q Lounge Live. And you've said it here on the MG Show, respectively.
Because you have to justify it. You see, what they're doing is they're forgetting reality so that you can be conspiracy theorists. If you're paying attention to conspiracy is exactly what we're doing. We're paying attention to it, but trying to be a conspiracy theorist isn't a truth teller. That's someone that will ignore the truth so that they can tell a story. Think of it like, like the book, all the books that you read when you were a kid that were like the fiction tales or the stories or whatever they were. There's a story. These people are trying to tell you a story, the conspiracy theorists of the world. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're trying to find the truth, because a conspiracy theory is not going to help me make a better decision, Jeff. Right. The truth will help me make a better decision. And that's the point I was trying to make to everybody last night. Like, look at yourself and say, do you really think he's controlled by Bibi Netanyahu? Do you really think Israel's in charge? Do you really think that all this stuff with Epstein is connected to Trump? These things that they're saying now, they're saying with a straight face. They're trying to reverse all the work that we did during Q. And the people of the world who paid attention to it aren't stupid. And the people that are doing this right now, whether it be Tucker or Marjorie or all these people that think they can turn the tide against Trump, well, they're going to turn some people, but they're not going to turn the silent majority, because the economy is what controls what people think about the president, not the 10% of America that are on Twitter.
Yeah, and great show last night. Press 17 if you guys loved the Q Lounge Live. And guys, thank you for the overwhelming support for Shady and his first show of the Q Lounge Live. Thank you so much for that, guys.
And I would like to talk to that and let everybody know that, what we're doing here is us. All the contributions that you're making, you are making to us and our environment here and helping. And the part of me doing this show and bringing this show back, it's not only because I've been dying to do it. It's also because all of you showed so much amazing support in the emails that we've got and how much you wanted it. So I said to Jeff, let's add it back, even though we could be borderline. I mean, I didn't put it on our YouTube first because I want to see if they're going to take it off of my YouTube. The way that they acted towards my show was very belligerent, and I'm nervous about them messing up our feed on YouTube. But so far they've left it. But guys, it's not, me and Jeff were talking about it this morning. It's violence. What they did to us was violent. They don't have any right to censor us. They don't have any right to take away my voice. And as I said last night, I never said a hateful thing about anyone ever. The only thing I've said hateful things about the people that say hateful things about me, but it doesn't mean that I hate them. They're coming at me out of hatred, and I'm defending myself, calling them idiots, and then I'm the problem.
Yeah. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that violence is actual taking away your rights, okay?
Yes.
You know, people say that UFC is violent. No, it's brute force. It's two men agreeing to use brute force upon one another. That's an agreement, okay? Violence is when somebody takes your life. That's taking your rights away. Violence is when somebody takes your YouTube and your monetization away. That's violence. That's what violence actually means, guys. Taking your rights away.
And effectively what they were doing that for was so that they could stop us. They were trying to stop our incentive to do it, because the incentive is the idea that people like you want to pay attention to the information. Like if there was no audience, I mean, I could see all these other people that sit there and talk to microphones with no audience.
Yeah.
If there's no audience, we're not going to be sitting here.
That's right. Let me go to this real quick, because
so you censor us because there is an audience, not because there isn't an audience. You see, they say, "Oh, we're censoring you because you're in this minority of hateful people." No, you're censoring us because we're in the majority of the silent majority who doesn't really speak up the same way as all of the others do.
That's right. And we've been bullied into being quiet because your family and friends are allowed to call you a nut job and lie about President Donald J. Trump and Facebook, and then you get slapped down because you're right.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Don't think about that. That's a trap, right? Look at the way they're doing. They're antagonizing us. They get us to play their game, and the moment you play their game, the door shuts behind you.
Yeah.
You see? Like that, and it's so true. And if there's one thing that I wish I had known before I started the show, it was that methodology of the way that these people operate, because that was very hard to figure out. It took a lot of trial and error for the two of us to figure out what the hell was going on.
That's right. And real quick, this is force and violence are often spoken about as if they're the same and used interchangeably, when in fact they are diametrically opposed polar opposites. Force, the capacity to do work or cause physical change, energy, strength, active power. Action is in harmony with morality and natural law because it does not violate others' rights. Action, which one always possesses the right to take, includes defense against violence, okay? Violence, on the other hand, is the immoral initiation of physical power to coerce, compel, or restrain. Coercive action, which is in opposition to morality and natural law because it involves the violation of others' rights. Action which one never possesses the right to take.
So, very interesting whenever you're speaking about that, because look at what they've done. Look at what we've been telling you. What they say to you is that whenever somebody goes on, if Nick Shirley telling you about the hospice fraud in California is violence. That's what the media tells you. The media will say that anything that outs any type of corruption is violence, but it is not violence at all. As a matter of fact, that is like doing your duty as a human being to call out fraud. Or they'll do the same thing about criminals. They'll act like you prosecuting a person that killed someone. That is a violent act. You're being violent against them, and you have to have sympathy for them. They've inverted everything. They've made the perpetrator the victim, and the victim the perpetrator.
And Paula says it right. So they called the violence protests peaceful protests.
Exactly.
Because they did take away people's rights, guys. They burned police stations down. They hit people. They murdered police officers, guys. That is violence in and of its core. It is not a peaceful protest. It's not a protest, nor was it peaceful. Shady. It was a violence protest, violence. What would we call it? You got to make up a new name for this treason.
A riot.
Violent riots. There you go. I want to just do this. This is awesome. This is a Delta from today. This is it right here. A file name right here. A Q asked for a side-by-side, and he took my meme right there. You can see this is done from my garage with my little iPhone, Shady Groove, and there's the meme right there that Q used. Pretty interesting. I thought that was good. And then somebody that hates Q said, do you want a cookie? And I said, well, yeah, I did it all for the cookie.
Why? What else are we working for here?
Yeah. I mean, we were not.
Well, of course I want a cookie.
You took away my ways to, whatever, right? All right. So these are all of the posts. And this was on inthematrix.com/Q posts at that time, Shady Groove, just so you know.
It was. Correct.
Yep. Because we already had this starting. See it?
Yep.
The pictures. So you see that? Okay. So again, if you missed it yesterday, 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago, Shady? I don't even remember.
Yes.
Q post. There was a Q post, a faux Q post by the White House from this site that we helped develop. Okay. Pretty amazing. But it was awesome that Q asked for side-by-side graphics, and he took the one, there it is, Biden added. So I was doing the thread, knowingly treason, boom, okay. Add Biden, memes are important. See that?
This is so yes, so slow down. So what he's showing you there is the post that Q made, posting this and asking for a side-by-side post to be made and posted to the board so that Q could take the picture and post a post as Q to the boards, just so you can understand the dynamic of that.
So this is a side hat tip for me, if you will, because it didn't go to my Twitter account, but they took the meme off my Twitter account. So then who committed treason? USA. We do. Do we know their names? We do. Court of Appeals. That we're talking about General Flynn as well. Very interesting. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. So somebody posted that, and then I took both of those. And I did it, but it's take the oath mission forward. This is that one, Shady Groove. Remember that on our show?
That came out on the show. I was the first one to read that.
Yeah, you were. And this has never been attempted. And then Q used my meme. Thank you.
Boom. And then there it is. This is the same day. So he's in the same thread here. This is why these threads being broken up was such a problem. So he's in the same exact thread here below. He's posting during the day. Each thread is during each day. And so here we've reached the point of the thread from before where Q asked for the meme. Now we're at the point of the thread where Q reposted that meme that Jeff made.
And here's my timestamp, 12:44 p.m. Okay. And here's the meme at 13:32. What?
I said, I just can't believe some of this stuff. It's just like there's so many things.
And you can tell this is right here. There was a mistake right here that I made making the meme because I just did screen grabs and then cropped it. There's the mistake. See that, guys? From my account. So I was very happy about that. And then there's a spelling error. See, ing error on the move. There's then we made Anon's made some other great memes. We got to get excited about it again, guys. And that was why, the Q Lounge Live has been rebooted. We try to, go through the psyops here on the MG show. But, it was interesting to watch the Q Lounge Live last night because it brought back a lot of the excitement about loving our country. And we are so back right now, guys. And, all of the influencers, okay, that were infiltrating our movement are all exposed. It's easy to see.
And they don't seem very grateful. I don't see a lot of gratitude. I'm so full of gratitude, not only gratitude for my life when I wake up every day to actually have woken up another day, that gratitude, but the gratitude of you here, us, the gratitude of our audience, the gratitude to each and every one of you that contributes. You've found in your heart to come to share what you've earned in your life with us to keep us here. There's nothing but gratitude in this world. And to see some of these people, and especially the Crokin post acting like, like Trump owes her something, or this movement. Oh, this movement doesn't owe you anything. Just like I said last night, like the Constitution does not give you happiness. The Constitution gives you an opportunity to find it. And life is about you figuring out what it is that you love and pursuing it. And I didn't really know that I loved to broadcast until I started doing it. And then I didn't really know how much I loved doing the MG show or the Matrix Groove Hour with him until I started doing it. We started to do these things, and then it becomes beneficial because we consistently stay with it. And it's nothing but grateful, Jeff. I mean, I just don't understand some of the people that seem to act like the country doesn't owe any of you anything. Let's just put it that way. How about that? Like if you want something and you deserve it, go get it. You got the opportunity to go get it, but it doesn't owe you a red cent.
Just like when Liz Crokin was happy about going to Necker Island. You went and got that. You went and got your STD from a millionaire. You went to Hillary's rally. And we're happy that a woman was appointed. You wanted Flynn for GP. You pushed the Pizzagate psyop. You attacked me, Mantix McGee, as you call us, and Pigpen Shady. You attacked patriots that love Trump. Nobody owes you anything, Liz Crokin. Okay? She resigned from General Flynn's America's Future, right? And then she is crying about being a forgotten patriot, Shady Groove.
Yeah,
while
whatever.
attacking the White House for a Q tweet. All right? We see you.
But isn't it interesting the way that the fake Q people are configuring this? But Jordan Sather is agreeing with this. This is a Brendan Dilley narrative about, acting like the White House is mocking the Q people by sharing information about quantum through a methodology connected to Q. No, it's not mocking. It's mocking you, Dilley. It's mocking you, Liz. It's mocking you, Sather. It's mocking the people that don't understand that don't have gratitude for their country. And that's Jeff, and getting back to that, whenever I started the show, the idea was in my mind was to talk about America and include Q. I called it the Q Lounge Live, but the intent was to talk about the country connected to the reason that I thought that the Q drops were reconfiguring the society or reconfiguring the way people perceive things to function in a way that the founding fathers wanted it to function. That's sort of what I saw Q was doing. That was my intent and what I was thinking. And so that's why at the core of it, next week we're going to be doing nothing but celebrating this country for 2 hours. Like that's what we're going to be talking about, because there's nothing in my heart that gives me there's nothing that gives me more comfort than the country that I get to defend.
Yeah. So let me just clear this too, Shady, because what did Crokin want? She wanted a bone, right? She wanted a bone to be thrown. So the White House posts a Q post, right? So let's look at the deltas from this day on 2022. Are you ready to serve your country once again? Remember your oath. Throw us a bone, Q. We've all been waiting for what seemed like an eternity. What's going on? It had to be done this way. We had to get rid of all the fake MAGA guys, okay? Shall we play a game once more? It had to be done that way, Liz.
And we don't owe you anything. And the White House isn't
crap.
They're not. The White House doesn't owe us. The White House doesn't owe me anything. The idea that these little cool things that happen around us, that just happen to drop all that stuff about Q on the 8-year anniversary of the first Q Lounge Live ever, right before we come back. I mean, how amazing was that to create a little bit of buzz around what we were doing here on the channel? It isn't easy to come back to doing something that you were censored for. Yeah. It's not easy to have motivation to do this. And so I'm going to be depending on you guys to keep this going. It's going to be up to you to support it. And it's not going to go on if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for all that overwhelming support. Let's keep it going if we can. In fact, this show too. I mean, we do rely on you.
We do.
This, what was being posted on this day, I wanted to make a side note. General Flynn is not the people's general, as Donald Trump has called him out from his True Social account. The people's general is Raising Cane. Okay, guys? We figured it out. All right? We figured out that it was Raising Cane. In fact, this is a Delta today, 6/24/2020. The people's general. Soon, we all need to take a minute to thank Raising Cane, Trump's favorite general, and now to be known as the people's general. Trump has repeatedly credited General Kane with playing a key role in the defeat of ISIS Caliphate. He was confirmed by the Senate as a chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff. He received the promotion prior to the confirmation of this vote. He was a 3-star. Now he's a 4. This made him the first chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff to not have previously held a 4-star rank. Okay, soon. Then this is it. What's your first name? They call me Raisin. I said, wait a minute. Your name is Raisin Cane. I love you. I've been looking for you for 5 years. Do you understand that, guys? Okay?
It's crazy.
Yeah. 2 days ahead of schedule, Secretary Hegseth and Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff General Raisin Cane hold a press conference. Okay? Here's
that hit a Delta too, didn't it? Didn't that one hit a Delta? Yeah.
2 days ahead of schedule.
And so what he's saying there, 2 days ahead, at one point there was a Q post that
right there
that said that that reality reality was going to be 2 days ahead of the Q post. I think I've seen it right. Yeah.
Right there. I got it. See that? 2
Yep,
days
there
ahead.
it is.
There's no, the fake decode was General Flynn, guys. And then Scotty Film, God rest his soul, recognizes the people's general and Raising Cane. Boom. See that? Okay. It's a Q-proof.
It's a Q-proof because of the unbelievable success of this guy that Donald Trump put in here. Like, there's no way you could have put Flynn in there 10 different times, and there's no way he would have been anywhere close to successful in that position. There's no way that Flynn could be considered, quote, the people's general of the Trump administration. There's absolutely no way that fits.
So here's what Trump said. We got to know all the generals, the good ones and the bad ones. We kept the good ones. Reminder, General Flynn was fired in just 23 days. Okay, what's the Occam's razor? The simplest, what is it, Shady Grove? The simplest explanation is usually the truth.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
And the simplest explanation would be that if he was fired in 23 days, that he was not like one of our most trusted generals. He was maybe one of the other ones.
Yeah. And again, this is, don't forget to check this thread. This is our theory that General Flynn, Roger Stone, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers are allegedly involved with January 6th.
Yeah, by the way, more than likely, the narrative coming from Dilly actually comes from Roger Stone.
Mm-hmm.
You see, everything flows downhill. These people, these people do not think for themselves. Mockingbird type people that are being, quote unquote, handled and get $1.5 million houses out of nowhere so
next
that they
to Bongino
get cozied up with damn Bongino. Yeah, that doesn't just happen by accident.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure his podcast is doing really well.
I do not see how in the world that this man is supporting himself off of that podcast.
But he's got a $1.4 million home right next to, very close proximity to Dan Bongino. Pretty fun, huh?
Mm-hmm. That he just got within the last year because he was living in a shack in Georgia before.
Yeah. Daughter of APAL Anon, son of APAL Anon, you have homework. If you did not watch the Q Lounge live, it is required.
Oh, no. There's it is not necessarily meant for children, but you guys are more than welcome to go watch it.
It's okay. I mean,
they make me select it.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube. You got to say, oh, can kids watch it? They're like trying to ask you, are kids allowed to watch this or some stupid question, the way that they phrase it. It's like, you have to basically say no.
Kids. Yeah. It's so stupid.
It's ridiculous, man. But it is still up on YouTube. I was pretty happy to see it still up this morning.
APAL Anon says he will. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, nephew. Appreciate you. And make sure daughter knows as well. Uh-oh, daughter. Yeah, so you guys got homework, okay?
Don't you leave this show to go there, though.
Oh, my gosh. So where are we at? So, wow, Shady. Trump. Did you see Trump last night in Pennsylvania at the Mack Truck event?
Boy. Talk about his own. He is so, it's different now. The rally that I watched it yesterday. He is like, there is an air of confidence. Like, the people trying to paint him as like old or tired or all this stuff, they're so miserable, man. If you see what happened yesterday at that rally and you think this man is tired or like not having a good time, look at all the people that he brought up. Look at the energy in the plant. Look at the way that people can't generate fake excitement whenever they come to a microphone and they want to talk about their favorite president. You can be like, oh, blah, blah, but you can't fake the moment where you get to speak at a microphone with Donald Trump over your shoulder, man. I mean, it's just amazing to see these people light up.
So remember, we were here months ago, maybe even years ago, okay, for this pesky Q-proof shade. There's another one from last night. President Trump at the Mack Truck rally in Macungie, Pennsylvania. Who gave the uranium to Iran? Names Biden, Clinton's, Bush's, Obama. Listen close, because Q warned us years ago. How did North Korea obtain uranium? How did Iran obtain uranium? Why did Barack Obama send billions of cash and wires to Iran? Uranium One and Clinton Foundation connection? HRC, Secretary of State, greenlit Uranium One deal? Russia's Rosatom got the U1 uranium assets? The Clinton Foundation pocketed $145 million from connected donors? Bill got $500,000 for a Moscow speech? General Flynn got $45. Same network plus Obama, Iran deal cash, material and money flowing all the way to Tehran, Shady. Trump is exposing the full swamp pipeline that Q mapped in 2017, folks.
100% correct. And all of that uranium and whatever is there, this is the reason that every media outlet is trying to tank this deal. This is the reason that Tucker Carlson switched. This is the reason that everybody's acting like Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad, because the last thing in the world that any of these people want to come to light is for somebody to get their hands on a piece of that uranium that can prove without a shadow of a doubt that that came from here. It came from America, and it was shipped there surreptitiously with the intelligence agencies helping it move around the world, guys. They literally, imagine, I mean, just think about that. They're sneaking out uranium. They're making
Mueller
a
was
back.
even involved with that. The guy that was the head of the special counsel to impeach Trump.
And what Q explains is that it went from here to Canada to Europe to Syria to Iran and to North Korea. So this is like
Russia.
moving. Like, what do you got? Like Pablo out there in the little truck driving the stuff in between the countries. Like, what the hell is going on here?
My name is Pablo Gonzalez. No, yes.
Said Pablo, but that's probably not the right
Pablo
term for a Middle Eastern person.
Oh, yeah. It would be like Habib. And everything.
Yeah, Habib would have been
Ali.
a much better example, Shady.
Ali,
What the-
Ali Card, thank you so much. Let's listen to President Trump last night at Macungie, Pennsylvania.
It was epic.
Remember this. Remember this. We had to make this detour. We had to go to Iran. You can't let them blow up the Middle East and then us, if that's possible. We would have gotten them before, but they would have blown up Israel. They would have blown up the entire Middle East. You can't let that. You want to see a bad economy? That's a bad economy. So, but remember that our oil in the middle of this conflict was less than it was for sleepy Joe Biden. And we're putting out a fire. Biden, Clinton, Bush, all of them. Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? Have you heard of Barack Hussein Obama? None of them did anything. Obama gave them 1.7 billion in green cash. Remember, on a 747, they flew over piles of cash. $1.7 billion. Gave them hundreds of billions of dollars and thought they could bribe them into peace. No, the only thing they understand is what these guys in the front row understand is the hammer. Because if you look at what we did to their nuclear capacity with those beautiful B-2 bombers, that was truly a hammer. In fact, we named it a hammer. Operation Hammer.
It's coming, guys. It's coming.
There's no stopping it. This is one of the reasons that you can say nothing can stop what is coming. Why? Because every day it gets a step closer. It's not going to be the news media aren't going to report this stuff. Do you see what's happening? The media won't tell the story. He even said yesterday in the or maybe it was the press conference, the guy was standing there and he's like, you might as well say it because the media won't report it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's going on. They are literally trying to choke the information chain down to like a trickle and prevent anything from being talked about. Any of these different things, like there was another thing that was just now happening that they're not going to tell you about anything that is good for your country. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, Maggie, Hammer does not refer to Hammer and Scorecard. In fact, that's how they got us kicked off Twitter and suspended for reporting on the Hammer and Scorecard.
We think that was a poison pill. Hammer and Scorecard was a poison pill to get a bunch of people censored because they're never, that came from Mary Fanning.
Yep.
That came out of like there was never any corresponding information about Q that connected to that. And effectively, Hammer and Scorecard would effectively be the promised software. I mean, like you could take that back to a whole different era of stuff. So that never materialized.
And she says, Trump also said the Syrian president is guarding something from, uranium with what it is, guys. The uranium. Do you think Iran has stuff on the deep state? Russia?
Yes.
Oh, China?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's also in the Q post, guys. And TikTok, it's time. Did you see President Trump did put a TikTok video yesterday, Shady Grill?
I did.
Stuff on. Oh, that was us. Why is this? Okay. Anyways, I wanted to real quick. Go ahead, Shady.
I was going to say the mullahs, like this is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that the mullahs in Iran are in control. The mullahs are extremists. The CIA is the greatest creator of those ever attempted. What do you do? What do you do as the CIA? You create an extremist.
Yeah.
What started to happen after World War II? Extremist groups started popping up all over South America. Then the extremist groups started popping up all over middle Europe. Then they started popping up in the Middle East. Then they started popping up in China. Extremist groups. Extremist groups are the antithesis. They are not organic. You, yourself, cannot go out tomorrow and get a document and a certificate and create an extremist group.
Yeah.
So the Proud Boys, all these different things, these quote unquote groups, none of them are associated with quote militia. Okay. They're extremist groups that are designed by the intelligence agencies using front companies like the SPLC to fund them and then walk around and try to smear. Like, in other words, the extremist groups on the left are trying to make you hate Democrats, and the extremist groups on the right are trying to make you hate Republicans.
Yeah.
See? Like, this is the way that they're doing it. Both of them are full of it.
So the Marxist communists on the left, okay, with their Islamist view, okay, look at the Democrat socialists, and the socialist Republicans and the Democrat socialists are Nazis. People don't realize that Hitler had a friend in the Muslim people because they hated Jewish people. Okay, he used to Hitler used to have speakers in Muslim countries and blow his propaganda all over the Middle East. So Hitler is a Marxist communist, but taken out some of the Talmudic structures in the socialism and communism. So it's all the same, guys. You've got Mandami just got what, 3 or 4 communists elected,
Mm-hmm.
and they hate Jews. And all the people that hate Jews on X are acting like they're. Look, it's all the same people, guys. It's what is it? The head of the bird has 2 wings, and it's the same bird.
Same bird. Well said. And we can even take it back to point to the other corruption in the room, the Templar funding by the Muslims. Going back to the late 1000s, 1100, the funding came through the church to attack Jewish people throughout the Middle Ages. This has been going on since the time of Jesus. This is nothing new. They're just trying to make it look new. The people that are telling you, the New World Order is a one world religion. Stop there. Don't do any more thinking. The New World Order is a one world religion, meaning that their goal is to implement a worldwide religious architecture that prevents anybody from being outside of it. To do that, they've got to get the Muslims to destroy the Christians, and the Christians to destroy the Jews, and the Jews to not be able to and the Jews to be the victim that they utilize the virtue signal to get both of them done. Yeah, like that's the move. That's the game that they're playing on humanity, and I believe at the core of me that's the reason that this show is censored. The reason that this show is really censored and that we were really censored is that is the reality of what is happening. And all of these secret society people don't want you to realize that it's their messaging telling you to hate the Jews.
Yeah. Boom. I also want to point this out. Yesterday after our show at 2:26, President Trump posted Daily Mail news article, Pat Adams, showing that Trump's approval rating has surged as voters deliver a verdict on Iran economy. Donald Trump's approval rating is the second best of 2026, according to the latest Daily Mail JL Partners survey. What's that timestamp go to, Shady, do you think? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, wow.
We are Q.
That was this morning, right?
That was last night after our show, yesterday after our show at 2:26.
Wow.
1426 Q post is we are Q.
So according to everybody in the woke Reich, Trump is losing. And then look at all what they were doing. They were trying to take the poll apart. They were trying to act like the one poll that was put out wasn't properly done. So they're doing the same thing. These people that are infiltrated and pretending they've got themselves all painted up as MAGA on the internet and Twitter, acting like they voted for Trump 3 times. How many times have you read a post that says, I voted for Trump 3 times and never again am I going to be fooled? What are you going to do, jackass? Go vote for Kamala?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
what are you going to do? Exactly.
Like, think it all the way through. Like, they just make this statement like they're, you know, like there's some sort of, they've had some sort of cathartic revelation. You're an idiot. And we can see you're an idiot. Thank you for announcing it.
Yeah. And also, Shady Groove, we are, okay, so check this out. This is the White House. We tried to tell y'all yesterday or the day before, didn't they try to tell us? America is so back. And then there's this post, Shady Groove, right here that says, we are back online. Isn't that crazy?
Just so happened that the, you know, number of little Q bells went off the other day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I got my thoughts on that. Check this out.
I understand.
Here we go.
America, it is happening.
I'm going to get censored for this. I can't even play a White House post because I'm going to get censored on Spotify and YouTube.
With American music.
With American music.
Yeah, we're not allowed to play that, Jeff. You could go play some ha blah 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 ha blah, and no, they won't censor that.
Yeah. Wow, guys. Wow.
Pretty sure that was racist.
What?
I said I'm pretty sure that was racist.
Oh yeah.
Members of
Yeah, because we wanna play
Ha blah blah blah.
blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh. All right, did you see this? This was interesting. Quantum Leap 1992 in an episode called It's a Wonderful Leap. Quantum Leap. Sam inspires a young boy to build tall glass towers next to Tiffany's and change
This
the
is
skyline.
crazy.
Check this out.
Where are you going?
Brokers meeting, New York Realtors.
Oh, well, you know there's going to be a lot of money made in real estate in the future.
Really? Where?
Well, I bet there are going to be a lot of taller buildings all around here. And, might even be some big glass tower right there next to Tiffany's.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Come on, Donald.
Hello, Mr. Trump. Trump?
See ya.
Wow. Huh.
And it looked like his dad, like the character looked like his dad in the background. That looked like
Well, it was Mr. Trump, Donald, Mr. Trump. That was Fred Trump. Yes, sir. Frederick Christ Trump.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
America.
Oh, I can't
Quantum.
play that. Quantum.
Was that a commercial jumping in there?
No, that was, the
Started again.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it was there was the White House post that I can't play for you because America is so back.
Yeah, we can't make you excited and get all like fired up with a fun American song showing foreigners having the time of their life here. No, we can't show you that
Can't do
because
it
we'll be
'cause there's a
censored
song.
for it.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, they would be censored for saying a meme that they like Donald Trump. They'll probably be arrested, right?
It's kind of true. Yeah, I mean, it's like these people do have to go home, don't they?
Yeah. All right. So this is Talking to You Anons. Let's effing go. Please confirm or tell us if we're wrong about POTUS weekly address. It's happening, meaning we all think it means. Talking to you, Anon. We always see it's happening here. The tone, the war, April showers. It's happening. The Great American State Fair kickoff celebration with President Donald J. Trump starts today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shady. And look at that. Doesn't that what?
What?
That looks like a Q.
It's a Ferris wheel.
I'm just saying. Well, there's also Ferris wheels posted by Q.
There were. That is true.
In England, right? What do they
That
call
is
it?
correct.
The I? What? I can't remember what they call it. But that's a hat tip to Styles, Stylz Beats. That's Lance Epic Quest. A good guy over there. Like him a lot. And he joined the movement late. And I had a long conversation with him one weekend. And what a great guy. And what a great group of people over there with Lance and Styles Beats. Thank you guys so much. So, wow. You were thinking Q clock, Bonster, but the Q clock has never been confirmed.
Yeah, the Q clock is not confirmed. We did do a show about the Q clock, and we were trying to. We actually made there. And also, so you know that we did give Q plenty of opportunity to confirm that, and we think that since Q never confirmed it, that it really isn't relevant to the drops. The deltas of the day show about that the drops happened on is good to go back, and that the Q clock kind of helps you see what the deltas are. But you can also use the Q Ag site and search the deltas now of like which ones are specific. And I would like to give a special shout out, by the way, real quick, while you were on the topic of the America 252.
Yeah, real quick, but Bonster, we helped the clock FAGs that we called them at the time, and we tried to see if Q was going to do it, but Q never confirmed it. Okay, I just want to let you know, and you never understood the Q clock. That's probably on purpose. Shady Groove.
The Q clock was simply a way to make the delta line up so you would know what day other posts were made on that particular day. That's the dynamic of what the Q clock meant.
Yeah.
Nothing really other than that, a way to organize the drops so that you could see that drop happened on this day.
America.
What in the world is going on over there?
Yeti made me reboot my whole Twitter, so now everything starts with, I got to figure out how to fix that. Thank you.
That's okay. I do want to real quick for the America 250. I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Daniel. Hope you're out there. Much love to you, sir. His daughter Stella is going to be performing. Watauga County Cloggers are going to be performing for the America 250 event. They're going to DC. I'm not exactly sure who she gets to perform in front of. There's supposed to be some sort of VIP event that's going to be happening, but one of my really great friends from high school, his daughter is going to be headed to DC here in the next few days. So I'm so super stoked. I wanted to give her a shout out.
Yeah. Yes, Trump posted about the 3 commies elected. He went 16-0 last night, guys. More winning. He's undefeated, I believe.
He is.
And it's amazing.
He is undefeated, by the way. It's not like he hasn't even lost one yet.
Yeah.
So Mondami lost 2 last night.
Oh my God. QEgg.news. Okay. Phil, whatever your name is, but that's QEgg.news, NEWS. Sorry about that. That's the website. That's how you can get to it. So where are we at, Shady? We're at 12:52. So in our second hour, Shady Groove, we're going to go over what can make men again, okay? Because we are full of testosterone over here, aren't we, Shady Groove?
we got plenty of that, it seems like, but you always use a little more.
Is that me?
After Hillary Clinton opened her program brochure at George H.W.
I can't take it. Can't take it. I can't take it.
Hillary
I can't take it anymore. Hillary Clinton's right. So
they're going to take that clip.
Yeti made a meme
Jeff has declared Hillary Clinton is right. He's never said that in his life.
Did you guys see the meme that Yeti made today?
You're a spokesman.
Well, I am, Shady. Look at me. I'm swole. That's the meme.
That's the meme.
That's the real deal right there, baby.
I'm telling you what. He's busting at the seams, kid.
It kind of reminds me of the meme when they used to attack me. Do you remember that one? Shady?
Yes, that's 100% what I saw. And then I tried to warn the producer, and he really didn't care.
Yeah. Oh, God, Yeti. What are you doing to me?
I don't even know if the audience noticed.
All right, here's the meme that Yeti put. Oh, wait, I can't. I got to go. Oh, quick, there it is. Oh.
You can't pause it on the meme.
Open it from Discord.
Oh, yeah, now he's trying to direct it. He wants everybody to see
now
and focus on his art. He really thinks he's being creative with that.
Yeah.
Really knocking it out of the park.
There it is.
Right. But we are going to be talking about Nutronics Labs in the second hour.
Yeah, because all you little Hulksters out there. And it's for women too, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a new sponsor for the show. We really appreciate them. So we're going to have that in the second hour. We bring them on for an interview that we pre-taped, and you're going to love it, guys. Please stay and watch that and comment as well. And there's going to be a website and a code if you guys are interested in it. I got my stuff right here. This is the Man's Edge. Shady Grove. So we're going to talk about that today because we need to take care of ourselves. In fact, Shady, yesterday on the show, there was a Delta that talked about take care of yourself, guys. Okay? Because you need to. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm taking care of this needy dog that I changed his name from Flynn to Kellogg to Raisin Cane to Juan Carlos to, he's got many names. I'm taking care of you, Shady. We're taking care of a lot of people. We're taking care of this show every day. And I was sick, Shady, and I needed to lose weight. And you were part of that inspiration along with everybody around me. And I am now under 200 pounds. and I'm very, very proud of it. And I owe it all to you, diet, exercise, and some of these, supplements, if you will, Shady.
It also has to do with like the desire to want to be a better American. Yeah. To be better, because whenever we're given an environment, it's one thing to live in a world where like nobody like reflects your ideals or nobody seems to understand what's going on with you. It's another thing whenever we live in a world where we recognize that the silent majority is on our side. Yeah. The silent majority, the fact of the matter is we should be giddy by any measure because the silent majority is by a lot on our side. The people that actually get up and go to work every day and have the mindset of the Western civilization and think that the world doesn't owe them anything agree with us. I don't care what the communists think, and I don't care what the infiltrated communists think. It's a matter of fact, I don't really think that we should give two flips about it.
I'd like to also let you know, I think that's why they don't like the reflecting pool. Okay?
I agree with that.
The reflecting pool makes you look at yourself, okay? And they're damaging it. They're violently taking that thing apart. They're cutting it with knives. They're ripping up the coating. Check this out, Shady Grove.
This is crazy.
President Trump has been telling the public about the very serious vandalism that happened here at the reflecting pool on June 8. While I've known about it since the morning of June 9 when it was discovered, it was only yesterday that I got the visual evidence that I needed to prove the serious vandalism that happened with the knife right here.
Pretty wild, huh, guys? That's the photos of the damage. You can clearly see it. Jesse Waters did a report on it last night showing the possible suspects with the douche canoeist, the Olympic douche canoeist, who said, I did nothing wrong. Well, you cut the pool, guys. And it's not paint. It's a rubber adhesive, Shady.
Yeah, and it's like it's painted on and it turns into rubber like you would think of like of the material that goes around a pair of pliers or something. It turns into a mat, and they went in there and they didn't even just like cutting it is not going to really mess it up. After they cut it, they've reached down and started to peel it away from the other parts, and that's what's caused the destruction. And you're right, Jeff. It is what they're trying to do. They don't want the country to see itself as beautiful. They don't want the country to reflect the greatness of itself. They want us to be hemmed up in a quagmire forever and living in a swamp so that we have no desire to make better of ourselves.
That's right. Check this out, Shady.
Splish splash, we're giving D.C. a bath. 47 spent $14 million restoring the reflecting pool. It used to be a national embarrassment. It leaked, it smelled, it barely reflected. He wanted to make it beautiful again because we deserve it. Not because of who we are, but because it's our birthday. But the left, party poopers. And Primetime's got the tapes.
There they are.
The Department of Interior gave us a look at individuals suspected of vandalizing the reflecting pool. Now, we haven't been able to verify the video, but take a look. June 19th, a male, blue shirt, reaches in, stays there for a little while. He goes back down, comes back up multiple times. What's he doing? Then a female, white tote bag. She reaches in, needs a better angle, sets the bag down, dives in a little deeper. And we don't know who these people are. No one was stopped or questioned by police, so no arrests. And we don't have the police report yet. But what are they doing with their hands in the pool? Are they cutting the lining? Are they peeling off the paint? We don't know if they're committing a crime. They'll probably tell you they dropped their wedding ring. The Department of Interior says this, quote, in the video, you're seeing two suspects observed destroying and removing a piece of the lining and attempting destruction of the lining. This incident took place on June 19, 2026, and we are investigating. Destroying, injuring, defacing, or removing cultural or architectural resources is a federal crime.
Boom. There we go. And we'll be right back after these beautiful messages.
Hello to all of you beautiful patriots out there.
First of all, let me just thank you all for supporting this show. We wouldn't be here without you. But I have a huge announcement regarding donations.
It has come to our attention that using the Rumble app is taking an additional 30% of your donation to the show.
Let me explain. According to our TOS, Rumble takes 20% of all donations made through the web browser.
And that's a 20%. It's a good deal if you consider other platforms like YouTube and such.
There is a hidden cost that we just found out. For example, we received the generous $500 donation from Spill Tea, and thank you so much for that, from the Rumble app on Apple. So Rumble took 20%, and Apple took an additional 30%. We brought that to Rumble, and they said, well, Rumble's take of tips and donations is 20%. That's if the transaction is done through the web browser. If using the Android or iOS app, it's an additional 30% collected by those platforms.
So please use the web browser to make your donations to the show and avoid the hidden fees by Apple and Android.
That's right. You can also support us at GiveSendGo/HelpMGShow, mg.show/donate. We have PayPal and Cash App. Both are at RealMGShow or $RealMGShow. Please help us out. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, it's Jeffrey Peterson and Shannon Townsend with the MG Show. We are under relentless attack by the mainstream media. They've got our PayPal, our Patreon, our YouTube, our everything. You name it. We are under attack. We need your help.
Our request is for you to get involved and support independent patriot journalism here in this critical battle that we are in for America. Please jump on over and support us right here on Give, Send, Go.
The MG Show, where psyops go to die.
For the first time ever, we're bringing you My Pillow mattresses and mattress toppers for as low as $99.98. Remember, sleep's all about temperature and pressure points. Whatever sleep needs you have, we have the right technology for you. Like our My Pillow mattress topper, our queen size has over 10,000 individual comfort supports to help relieve your pressure points. And how about our 3-inch Hybrid Plus mattress topper? It's infused with copper and silver to help your body get the restorative sleep it needs. And our My Pillow and Case Coil mattresses, I personally helped develop these mattresses to make sure they have everything needed to give us great sleep. Plus, they're made right here in the USA, and they ship right to your front door, absolutely free. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to get My Pillow mattresses and toppers for as low as $99.98 and free shipping.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's true. You heard correctly. This summer, the Q Lounge Live returns to the airwaves every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Hello, I'm your host, Shannon Townsend, a.k.a. Shady Groove. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be taking your calls. We are going to be following your wonderful president. We are going to be standing in the gap. We are going to go places where the conspiracy theorists tell you that you're not allowed to go. We are going to uncover the truth and follow along as Donald Trump has his way with all of these people that he stood up a long time ago and told us that he was going to. Well, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening every single day, and we're going to keep you updated with a weekly show. Get ready, get your friends, show up. That's right, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Join me there right here on the MG Show channel on Rumble. God bless you and God bless America.
Smash that like for the MG Show!
Shady's new song written from the Q Lounge Live last night. Thank you, Eddie Mike and MG Music.
What?
Let's go. Wow.
3 years deep and the fire's still good. Started with a mic and a hope where we stood. Trying to wake the people, trying to tell the truth. Trying to pass the country to the ones coming through. Yeah. They said keep it quiet, they said don't say that loud. But the ones on the wall never back down now. Through the censorship, through the smears, through the flood. Still standing right here in the proofs in the blood. Q was never changed, Q was never a code. Q was asking questions till the lies would hold. Think for yourself, see what's true. That was always the mission, that was always the move. The proof is in the pudding, the truth is in the run. 8 years on the wall, and we're still not done. Where we go on, we go all. Through the rise and the fall. If you stay through the silence, then you heard the call. The proof is in the pudding. You can see what it's become. What they tried to bury kept beating like a drum. The proof is in the pudding. He said this ain't a sermon and it ain't TV. It's not what they told you that it had to be. Not the spin, not the script, not the headlines pushed, but the things they didn't want touch still got pushed. They tried to call it danger, tried to call it hate, tried to say the people here had all lost faith. But the room kept building and the heart stayed warm, and the ones they mocked kept riding through the storm. No one made you stay, no one made you see. You looked into the question and it set you free. Think for yourself, hold the line, truth for freedom every time. The proof is in the pudding, the truth is in the run. 8 years on the wall, and we're still not done. When we go on, we go all. Through the rise and the fall. If you stay through the silence, then you heard the call. The proof is in the pudding. You can see what it's become. What they tried to bury kept beating like a drum. The proof is in the pudding. The ones you were waiting for were standing in the mirror. The daylight moment hit, and the whole thing got clearer. Not follow me blindly, not bow to a name, but learn how to see and never think the same. On the wall, do it all. Say the things they don't want said it all. Just stand up proud, say it plain. Truth is worth a little pressure and pain. The proof is in the pudding. Oh yeah, the truth is in the run. Oh, 8 years on the wall, and we're still not done. Still not done. Where we go on, we go all. Through the rise and the fall, and the ones that stayed the course still standing tall. The proof is in the pudding. Now the picture's coming through. All those old questions pointing straight at truth. The proof is in the pudding. 8 years later, still here, still loud, still truth for freedom. Proof is in the pudding.
Oh my goodness, Shady Grove. Whoa. You are one talented mofo.
I'm telling you, I even impress myself sometimes.
Yeah. So let me tell you, Eddie Mike wrote this song on the transcripts from the Q Lounge Live.
Last night.
You did say proof is in the pudding. I remember that. And so that was the song title. Eddie Mike wrote the song, and I did the video. MG Music did the video. It's a collab, another beautiful collaboration with our friend Eddie Mike. And don't forget, guys, get that app. App.mg.show. Eddie Mike is running that app for us. He also added on Tuesdays, if you open up the app, on Tuesdays, an hour before the show, it'll have a countdown for the Q Lounge Live. We've even changed that for you, Shady Grove, because It's so awesome, guys. The haters are going to say that that's AI, Shady. The haters are going to say that's AI, but that's some real stuff right there.
I'm telling you right now, like that was like I didn't get that in the first take. I'm sorry, I was doing my best. It was like one massive performance there. Wow, thank you, man. That is amazing. This is amazing. And I even said that too last night on the show. It's like the world that we're moving into is a world that we could have never imagined thanks to Donald Trump. The world that they were taking us into, we'd still be on lockdowns and not have an open economy. And so, all the people that are like trying to attack Trump, like they're basically telling you that they wanted Hillary.
So, Shady Groove, let's just take a look at app.mg.show real quick. This is the MG Show. You see we're live right now, okay? You can watch on Rumble, watch on YouTube, Rumble, and this is where the Q Lounge Live will be coming on as well. You'll see I have a screen grab of it, but you can follow us on Rumble. There's our official site. There's YouTube. There's my X. There's Shannon's X. There's my True Social. There's Shannon's True Social. There's our Telegram channel, guys. People talk there all the time. MG Show Shorts on Telegram that Eddie's been doing through his AI. His AI is named Baron, by the way. It's his own personal AI named Baron. Love it. This is the Telegram chat, Spotify, Substack. Guys, get over to Substack. Headline news, Ask MG Show. Wow. So let's ask something, Shady. Let's say General Flynn. No. Let's see what happens. All right. Republicans tap bill is no known intelligence. Yeah, it's not General Flynn. So you can give you what did you guys talk about? What do you say? China, Shady Groove? China. Let's look at China. Here's Trump's China's victories. Look at this, guys. Look at the AI search, Shady Groove, right on this app.
What is that?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. I saw I took the test. I passed the quiz with flying colors.
Pesky Q proof. Let's see that does. Search. Okay. Pesky cute proofs. Somebody apparently we didn't have the cute proofs. But because AI thinks Q is cute all the time. But anyways, pesky Q proof. Okay, guys? Pesky Q proof. Pesky Q proof. Pretty awesome, guys, right? That's the app.mg.show. If you have one of these newfangled iPhone things, you can see right there. I have the MG Show on the bottom.
MG Show.
Oh, it doesn't show it because it's green.
I was going to say the green screen is blanking that out, bro. We can't see it.
I have it on my phone.
Ain't good.
Get the app.mg show, app.mg.show, excuse me, app.mg.show. Hello, say that 10 times fast, Shady.
No.
Wow. And then you've got that. You've got links to Ask the MG Show that we just talked to you. The Q aggregator that we helped develop that the White House used. Okay. Contact us right there. MG Music right there. That's the main MG Music playlist and on YouTube and Suno. Okay. Add to home screen. That's how you do it. Notifications. iPhone doesn't allow notifications, but the Androids do. This is our merch, guys, and this is our Things of Holding. Use code MG Show for 10% off, guys. And here are your hosts, Pesky Peterson and Shannon.
Pesky Townsend.
And Pesky or Townsend.
I'm pretty pesky there.
Yeah. So thank you, guys, and thank you, Eddie, for everything. Now we're going to go into this. This is the here. Which one? This is the Man's Edge that I am taking right here. It's a Man's Edge testosterone booster. There's also the IGF-1 Plus as well, guys. And there's sleep aids and other stuff. I have to, tell you guys it's amazing. And we did an interview with the Nutronics Lab people. Yeti, let's go ahead and bring in that interview now. What do you think, Shady?
I'm thinking that I'm excited to share with you guys. This is our new sponsor for Nutronics Labs, and they have decided to advertise through MG Show, wanting to talk to you guys about your health. And I just wanted to let you all know that the new direction we're going, the new conversation that we're opening with the Q Lounge is going to be largely focused on making yourself better and getting more healthy, and spending some time taking care of yourself is not a bad investment. And for some reason, society has trained us mentally that the last thing we're supposed to do is take care of ourselves. But what if we started reorienting reality to the first thing that we do is take care of ourselves? And then there's more of us to help take care of other people.
That's right. And here's the link right here. It's Nutronics, Nutronics Labs, Labs, so NeutronicsLabs.com/MG. You're going to use a code called MG for the code for your discount, guys, okay?
And this isn't going to be just this is also products for women, too, that are very, very good. And we have on a number of different great reports about of these things. So this is part of why we're working with these guys to share it with you.
That's right. Yeti, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Beans. It's not beans.
Man again. I love it. All right, welcome to the MG Show, because today's interview is going to be about Nutronics Labs, the world's leader in IGF-1 derived from deer antler velvet extract. Today's guests, they're amazing. Dr. Bruce Fong, the medical director of Nutronics Labs, and he's also medical director of Sierra Integrative Medical Center in Reno, Nevada. That's an amazing place too. But also with us is Ron Oliver. Ron Oliver is an amazing fitness coach and coach of many professional athletes, such as the championship boxer Roy Jones Jr. So I want to start this interview off with you, Dr. Fong. Can you please tell our audience what IGF-1 deer antler velvet extract is and why people should know about this product?
Welcome, guys.
First of all, thanks for having us on the show. So what's the big deal? Hey, so IGF-1, which is also known as insulin-like growth factor 1, is the main motivator of all the effects of human growth hormone that are in your body. In other words, it's there. It's the master growth factor. It's the thing that's there to help you to repair, grow, and even rejuvenate your tissues. And literally, we have this stuff in our body when we have human growth hormone present, and the liver produces all these different growth factors, IGF-1 being the prominent one. And unfortunately, as you know, we with all the hormones in our body, they decline in the amounts in there as we age. And as early as some studies suggest, as 21 years old, we could have a noticeable decline of the IGF-1 specifically in the body, which means that we're not going to be able to maintain our muscle mass as well as we used to. We don't get the gains from our workout we used to. Even more importantly, we don't repair and recover from illness and injuries the way we used to. And there's a whole lot of other things that more chronically could be even more dangerous, including the possibility of increased cardiovascular disease risk there. There is a increasing risk of, like things like insulin resistance that can lead to diabetes, cognitive decline. So again, if this is the master growth factor and it helps almost everything in the body grow, you can and repair itself and maintain itself, you can imagine that as it goes down, our ability to maintain any tissue in the body is going to go down. So it is actually imperative that we actually start to replenish it, especially when we start noticing any of these other changes in our body. So one of the biggest things that we have is that, again, with Nutronics Labs IGF-1 Plus, we actually have in a bottle is essentially what I would call the proverbial fountain of youth. This is pure deer antler extract. This is an entire growth matrix. So everything, not just the IGF-1, which is the main motivator, but everything that is in the presence of human growth hormone is in this bottle. And we can introduce it into the body in a way that gets all these things right into your bloodstream. Because everything, as you can tell, this is a liquid. This liquid is in a liposomal or a fat-based delivery system that actually allows it to absorb into our bloodstream directly under the tongue. We have a capillary bed there that absorbs right into the bloodstream that people are probably familiar with if they've ever taken things like nitroglycerin. That's where you put it. But the bottom line is this is third-party verified, 98+%. But most importantly, it gets directly in the bloodstream. There's competitors out there that have lesser products that are less than 20% absorption. It's probably not going to do a whole lot to you. So again, these are things that are really important that as we get older, we need to maintain our ability to keep our bodies healthy. And one of the most important things is maintaining all the different growth factors that are there with human growth hormone. And the Nutronics Labs IGF-1 Plus is that entire growth matrix that can get in there. And right now, today, I'd love to bring up a little later our newest product, which is this one that I'm holding. This is 1 million nanograms, the most concentrated product we've ever produced at Nutronics Labs. It has over 1 million nanograms, and we'll explain that a little later to you. But it is the most potent, the most powerful IGF-1, and really the concentrated other growth factors that's on the market, all in one bottle right here.
Wow.
So, Ron, how does IGF-1 connect to this testosterone crisis that we see on the news and I see it happening? What is the true state of men's health today?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me here today, guys. We're dealing with a major testosterone crisis, and we're dealing with an IGF-1 crisis because your body can't produce IGF-1 without growth hormone. And there's a growth hormone deficiency in North America, too. In fact, Canadians and American men have the lowest testosterone on the planet right now. It's staggeringly low. Just 50 years ago, it started to really go down. And today, your average 20-year-old has the same testosterone levels as his grandfather. So this is really a big problem. And most men are less than half at the level of testosterone they should have. And I've had clients, and Dr. Fong has had patients that are below 200, and they're not even old guys, okay? So this is a huge problem. And what's really causing this is a lack of physical activity. Like, we used to be a very physical species, and now we're so sedentary. Most people are not doing the activity that's necessary. We have a huge problem with toxicity at a cellular level. We got microplastics, we got forever chemicals. These are disrupting hormone production. They are a huge problem. And in fact, a global study was done in numerous countries. They tested for microplastics. 100% of human testicles had microplastics in them, every single sample. This is freaky, okay? And the optimal level for a man should be 800 nanograms per deciliter. Most men are closer to the optimal level for women, which is about 70 nanograms per deciliter. So this is a problem because you cannot be masculine. You cannot be the man you were created to be with low testosterone. This is the hormone that makes us masculine. And the IGF-1 is critical for repairing muscle, bone, tendon, for just keeping our bodies strong and vital and our immune system strong. So this is a huge crisis for America. And we need to address this because we're not going to get better without fixing our hormones.
I mean that's absolutely true. So, beyond the obvious, so why is maintaining our testosterone absolutely crucial for our overall health? Because everybody's saying this. People are telling you on the TV, all this stuff. They're throwing all these products at people. They're saying all these different things, making all these different claims.
Toxic male.
Exactly. Yeah. The masculinity is toxic. They're trying to stop it. So, why is it so important?
So, number one, that term toxic masculinity, I hate it. So I'm going to say one thing about it. That was never meant to be addressing the male population in general. That was a term used in a study, a psychiatric study of the Georgia penal system with criminally insane guys who were repeat offenders in jail who were going to probably be lifers. And that was meant to categorize certain guys in that category who are in prison, not as a whole. So that term itself is erroneous. You shouldn't really be using it. Again, I'm coming from where I come from. I firmly believe that men should be men. Men should be a little bit more, shall we say, upfront. Be a little more. Now, I wouldn't use the word aggressive, but be able to state what they have to state. Be forthright with what they say. Assertive, thank you. And beyond that, we all know that, of course, testosterone. Ron's a great example. You look at Ron, you think of testosterone. I'm sorry, Ron, I have to do that one, but he looks great. I mean, we all talk about that. Guys, we all talk about it, right? So we put on. We all know that with less testosterone, we don't put on muscle as well. We don't, build our bodies as well as we used to. But the combination, of course, with the IGF-1 and the testosterone on board, realize that the two things actually change metabolism. So you actually start to burn fat better. You actually put on muscle better because in cases that we understand here, when you work out, you guys do realize that you're actually causing micro damage to your muscles. That is that's a stimulus for the body to respond with testosterone, IGF, and other growth factors to not only repair the individual muscle fiber, but to make that muscle fiber bigger so it's stronger and able to handle things. And of course, then start to grow new muscle fiber. It's called hypertrophy. So we actually build muscle that way. And as we go along, just as I kind of alluded to earlier, as we start to lose some of these factors in our body, testosterone, growth hormone, etc., we start losing that ability to not only maintain the muscles, but to be able to repair them even from everyday use. So we start seeing the muscles kind of decline. So that's the main thing we got. Of course, libido's in there, guys. But did you know that, again, combination of testosterone and IGF being low in the body, you're at higher risk for cardiovascular disease. We know for a fact that as your levels decline, your risks for a stroke start to go up. Also for heart attack, risk for stroke and heart attack. So again, we also have evidence to show that testosterone levels, as they get lower, you have cognitive decline. You see guys, there's a study specifically I'm thinking of, guys in their 60s who have memory issues. They found that these guys had low testosterone. So what the researchers do, hey, let's just give them some testosterone. Well, guess what? Every single one of the guys in the study actually scored higher and higher on their memory and their processing speed. So again, that's a huge problem, or and a great solution, right? But it's something we didn't realize before. In general, other things that we worry about are, of course, metabolic stuff. I alluded to earlier that there's a thing called insensitivity or insulin resistance, which can lead to diabetes. And of course, what's the main motivator of the growth hormone? We said is insulin-like growth factor 1. It increases insulin receptor sensitivity. It helps change, along with testosterone, the body habitus to the point where we are promoting more lean mass, less fat, and without making it overly complex. The more lean mass you have, the more sensitivity insulin you're going to have. The less fat, the more sensitivity insulin you're going to have. The more, on the other way, if you have more fat and less muscle, you're going to have less sensitivity to insulin, which can lead you towards diabetes. So I think I'm oversimplifying, but that's basically the case there. And of course, inflammation. Inflammation, we see that as your body has the increased ability to repair and recover from things, inflammation will go down. There's also an immune modulatory effect from the IGF-1 specifically that helps to bring us in the right direction. But there are all these other risk factors from physically in our bodies that we don't even realize that are out there. And research is only now really catching up to what people have been saying for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, if you will, about the need to maintain your body to be strong. And so it's about testosterone, it's about IGF, it's about, in this case, being the most manly man you can be, because not only are you being assertive and being the man that you need to be from a socioeconomic or whatever factor, but you are also being a man because you need to maintain your health. And that's really the bottom line.
Help men be men again.
Right.
Wow. What a great idea.
So what is the solution? I mean, what can men do to naturally address and reverse these low testosterone levels?
Well, that's a great question. And unfortunately, right now we have 11 million men on a prescription for TRT. They call it testosterone replacement therapy. And that's not including the black market, which is going to be a lot bigger number, right? Mm-hmm. But if anyone was to do their research on TRT, it's a synthetic drug, and there's many side effects, right? There's testicular atrophy, meaning your testicles shrink. There's huge cardiovascular risks. There's prostate issues you can have. It's negatively impacting fertility. It dramatically lowers your sperm count. This could be why we have the lowest sperm count in the history of the world in America as well. So this is a big problem. I don't recommend it. I won't touch any of these drugs. I'm only going to do it naturally because I'm looking for long-term results. I want to be strong and fit my entire life, not just for a decade or two with drugs. You know, there is a cost to doing that, and there's always side effects. Now, these things all go through your liver, whether it's TRT, it's synthetic peptides, or it's growth hormone, synthetic growth hormone. With Nutronics Labs, their Man's Edge formula right here, this product here is the most powerful natural formula on the planet to naturally boost natural testosterone production. And because of the liposome delivery system, it goes directly into your bloodstream, and it's all natural. This has been third-party studied and tested for the evidence. There's no synthetic ingredients. There's no steroids in here, no drugs of any kind, and that 98.6% absorption is verified, third-party as well. So this here, now it's not going to work as fast as getting a shot in the butt, right? But over a period of weeks, by the time you've been on it for a month or two, you're going to see a significant difference in your testosterone. I just had a client recently. He's in his late 60s. His first 30 days on the product, taking the Man's Edge and taking the IGF-1 formula, it boosted his testosterone 40% in the first 30 days. So, what more do you want? That's incredibly fast for natural. And so if you want to be a natural man and you want to be strong, a good protector and provider, and you want to be assertive and able to handle life as a man, because life ain't easy for men if you have a wife and kids, is it? Right? You want to go to Nutronics Labs and get on these natural formulas because they are coming right out of God's pharmacy. We're talking over 400 bioavailable active ingredients in the deer antler extract. And right here is that 1,000,000 nanogram bottle. It's 18 growth factors, 40 compounds. There's 50% amino acids, all 21. There's all the essential naturally occurring peptides right in the deer antler extract. It's loaded with minerals. The essential minerals are here. It's got omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. It's loaded with collagen. It even has some natural anti-inflammatories, because if you were to Google the New Zealand red deer, you will see a beast of a deer. It grows this entire antler rack that you'll see on these massive deer in about 100 days. It's staggering growth. It does that every year. And what they do is they trim the ends off these living deer, no harm to the animals. They vacuum out these soft ingredients, then they cold press it, and then they freeze dry it so they preserve all of the bioavailability. This is living ingredients. Then it's put in that liposome delivery system, right? So there's nothing like this in the world. These are the most powerful, potent, bioavailable natural supplements in the world to help men and women alike with their hormone issues, and also they're phenomenally powerful for anti-aging.
Wow.
So now drill down just a little bit more on the man's edge. Like other things in the market, things that other people are talking about, like how are we distincting that, this is specifically a cut above everything else?
Yeah, well, it's really about bioavailability, right? There's some other good products out there that have some clean ingredients in the capsule or in the bottle, but it boils down to bioavailability. When I started working with Roy Jones Jr., and we started working on his libido issue, his low testosterone issue. He'd been dealing with it for about 15 years. And I recommended the supplements that I was using personally, and several of my clients were using, and they were a capsule. They did zero for him in 2 months he used them. And this is actually why I started looking for a better solution. And when I found Nutronics Labs and found out about the ingredients like the fenugreek, the long jack, the tribulus, and all of these incredible ingredients, the nitric oxide boosting power, they were in the supplements I was taking. But what makes this so unique is two primary things. Number one, it's got the deer antler extract in there, which is second to none. There's nothing like that. Name a natural ingredient that has over 400 living bioavailable ingredients. There's nothing like this in the world. That's why there's 3,000-year history. And it's not just the Chinese, it's the Koreans, it's the Russians, it's the Europeans, and it's the Japanese. This has been going on for thousands of years. But it was Nutronics Labs that invested the money to discover the scientific evidence of what is actually in it and why it's so effective. And then on top of that, it's the 90% absorption. Because when you're taking capsules of some wonderful product, let's say it's a great product, clean and pure, it's only as good as your body's ability to assimilate it through your digestive system. So if you don't have a healthy system, you're going to get very poor absorption. And that was the case for Roy. He got zero benefit. But when I got him on the man's edge and the IGF-1 formulas, those two combinations, he started feeling better in days, within a couple of weeks, blown away. And I've heard about this from every one of my clients. This is why I actually approached the owner of Nutronics Labs, Mr. Rick Lentini, and I said, listen, you guys have the best products in the world. I've never seen anything like this. I know what I'm talking about. I'm mentored by a biochemist, a brilliant doctor. I haven't been sick for 30 years. I'm completely driven to be an expert in this field because I'm passionate about health and I love what I do. There's nothing like this in the world. I want to be a part of your team. So this is why I'm here. I want to get the message out to men because I'm tired of watching men's health decline. I'm tired of seeing men become weaker and weaker over the decades. I've been watching it. I'm 58 years old, and I think it's a tragedy. And most men don't know any better because they've been duped by all these marketing companies selling them nonsense that they should not be drinking and eating or taking to try to fix a problem that was caused by their lifestyle.
That's a great point too, because you're selling the IGF-1, IGF. which is awesome. But what other products would complement Man's Edge to create that, that complete healthcare protocol or health?
Well, full disclosure, when I started with Nutronics Labs, first I was trying the products because I won't recommend something I don't know is awesome, right? It has to be the best of the best, or I'm not putting my name behind it. In fact, I've never put my name behind a company in my 35-year career publicly, ever. It's the first time. I was so blown away, I just had to do it. And so the Man's Edge is phenomenal for boosting natural testosterone production. But if you add the IGF-1 formula, when I started, they didn't have the million nanogram. This is an absolute revolutionary breakthrough. I was using the 300,000 with long jack of the IGF-1 plus, and I was using the 600,000. So both Roy and I, all my male clients were on the stack of those three. The Man's Edge, the 300,000 with long jack, IGF-1 plus, and the 600,000 long jack IGF, and there was no long jack in that part of me. The 600,000 IGF-1 plus. And that stack was incredible. In fact, my first 3 months, I put an inch on my arms, guys. I didn't change my diet or my training. Okay, this is crazy. Results for a natural guy at 58. Wow. And then when they came out with the million nanogram, I was fortunate to be one of the first guys to try it. Rick sent me a bottle, and he says, I want you to try this. So I took that alone with the Man's Edge, and I was blown away. Like, it's next level. Like, it's unbelievable. It's just shocking how fast I was recovering from my training, how much stronger I'm getting in the gym. And of course, it's completely natural. So combining the Man's Edge with the IGF formula, it's really just depending on the individual's budget. What can you afford? Some people are spending a couple $100 a month. Some people are spending more. It really depends on what you can afford. But I can tell you this, it's the absolute best bang for the buck. I've tried everything out there that's natural, literally everything that's reputable and has, a good background, good clean ingredients. There's really nothing like this. And this is the worldwide rights to the source of the deer antler extract. Nobody can get this formula. The formula is patented. They got the worldwide rights to the formula and the patented liposome delivery system. So there's no competition. There's just no competition. If you want the ultimate results from a natural product, this is where you want to go. Go to Nutronics Labs.
Absolutely incredible information. I hope everybody out there is enjoying this to see in real time, like what we're talking about here, talking about your health, talking about men's health, obviously here so far today. But we're kind of skipping over half the audience. So what do we have out there available for the women that are looking to take care of themselves as well?
Well, hey, guys, so when we first came out with the Man's Edge, we've actually had phenomenal success with it. Again, Ron really covered that really well. And, it's the best thing out there naturally to build up testosterone, but also to be able to utilize that testosterone at receptor sites too. That's just became our claim to fame. And then later on, we added L-citrulline, L-arginine to it that actually improved the product to increase blood flow for certain function in the body and also just to get circulation working better. So we saw a lot of success with that. So we started getting I guess requests from a lot of ladies out there say, hey, what about us? Yeah. And so basically we did a bog sat. A bunch of guys sat around a table and we started looking at research and saying, what are the main problems that ladies have, especially as they start to grow older? So as with every Nutronics Labs product, we did start again with the IGF-1 with the deer antler extract, I should say, which we call our IGF-1 plus product. And so, again, that's everything that you get with growth hormone that's in the body that's produced by the growth hormone in one shot. So we start with the lower concentration of that. Then we started looking at, okay, so ladies, what are big problems? Okay, hormones. I mean, everybody kind of mentions hormones because once we reach a certain age, we get things like menopause, andropause for guys. There's a new term, by the way, called somatopause when you start to realize you don't have enough growth hormone too. So there's some new phrases out there. But anyway, specifically, we put boron in this. Boron is this new kid on the block. It's a mineral that unlocks something called sex hormone binding globulin. Sex hormone binding globulin goes around and grabs up excess hormones. But it's interesting that as we get older, there's more sex hormone binding globulin and there's less hormone production. So it's we're still kind of at a loss to understand why that happens, but that's what happens naturally. So if we get in there with something that unlocks the hormones from the sex hormone binding globulin, namely boron, we now have more hormones to use, and we don't necessarily add any hormones. We don't change anything, so the body stays in balance that way, along with the IGF-1 to keep it in balance. So next issue that comes up, bone health. So we have things like we have calcium, we have the B vitamin, excuse me, the vitamin D that are in there for the bone, and these things are actually things that are going to keep the bone matrix strong. Neurologic health, B vitamins are in there, B12 and folic acid specifically. And another big thing that we found was that certain populations had increasing chances of urinary tract infections. So we added cranberry extract, which is something that is commonly taken by a lot of ladies anyway. So putting all these in there, we actually have, I'll use I love Ron's terms of a stack, but that we have a stack in one bottle that tries to address a lot of the common problems of ladies, especially as they start getting older. But it doesn't mean you can't take it if you're younger as well. It's a great formula. I think it's a very well balanced formula, and it allows us to give a basis, if you will, for ladies as for just having an all-around one-stop, one-shop kind of thing. And I think it's a wonderful product. I frankly can't keep the thing on my shelves here. I keep selling it out. Every time I order one, the shipment arrives and then my patients buy it out already, and I have to order it right away. And so it's kind of funny. So I mean, just if that's a testament to that, I can tell you awesome. It's a great product.
And it's huge too, because I have an 80-year-old mom that I'm taking care of, and she has fatigue. She needs boosted energy. She's actually having a lot of UTI issues as well, where then she gets, I have to go drain her at the hospital. This I think sounds like the osteoporosis. She's having issues with her bones and her ligaments. And I think this would be great for her as well.
It would be.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I can't say more for that. Yeah.
Okay, so why should our listeners choose you guys? Why should our listeners choose Nutronics Labs over other supplement options?
That's a great question. Well, it's a very, powerful company. They've been in business 25 years, sold over 10 million bottles. They're very transparent. There's a ton of scientific evidence on the website if you're analytical. There's tons of evidence for you to check it out. This is the highest potency and quality of deer antler extract in the world. The highest quality and potency of IGF-1 and IGF-2 growth factors, the other, 16 growth factors. There's nothing like this on the planet. It's clinically proven to significantly increase IGF-1 levels. And for those who don't know it, IGF-1 is 10 times more powerful than actual growth hormone for building muscle and repairing tissue. It's incredible. And then, of course, the liposome delivery system makes it a game changer because that absorption is unheard of in the industry of supplements. Most supplement companies will never talk to you about their absorption because they have terrible bioavailability, because it's usually a capsule or a powder that you're making into a drink, and you're just not going to get very good absorption. With typical capsules, it's about 20% absorption. You can't beat 98.6% absorption, so that's huge. And it's trusted by clients like Roy Jones Jr. and mine, and Frank Stallone, Mario Lopez. There's major people we could talk about that I can't talk about because they're, it's more private confidentiality.
Classified.
Right? It's classified. Yeah, it's classified. And, but this will boost your energy across the board. I could show you numerous text messages from all my male clients. They're telling me things like, thanks for giving me my life back. Thanks for giving my manhood back. This is boosting the immune system. And I'm huge on natural immunity. Okay. Haven't had a vaccine in my life. So everything that's a natural booster for the immune system, I'm all about that. This will boost your immune system. It's going to help your recovery from hard physical labor or from training. If you're an athlete, you absolutely need this. And what's the most exciting thing I can talk about? All of this is wonderful news. This stuff is legitimate anti-aging, okay? If you had have interviewed me a year ago, I would have told you I haven't been sick in 29 years. I feel like I'm 30 years old in my prime. I'm just thrilled to have been given this knowledge from my mentors, and I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. But now I'm going to tell you, that's not true anymore. Now I feel like I'm 20 years old, and this is the honest to God truth.
Wow.
I had to get the woman's formula for my 33-year-old wife so she could keep up to me.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 58, and this is no BS. I'm telling the truth. It is incredible what it has done for me, what it's done for Roy. And the IGF-2 is proven to be incredible for helping cognitive function. And with Roy and all the fighters I know, all the retired boxers, Owen Beck, Reggie Johnson, Monty Barrett. They all been punched in the head a lot, right? In the ring when we watch them fight, but more importantly, they get hit when they're sparring because they're wearing headgear. Their head becomes a bigger target. They're wearing way bigger gloves. So they take a pounding in a 20, 30-year career boxing, right? And so they all have brain damage. This is that sad story, okay? And every one of them is reporting to me that their cognitive function is massively improved just within a few months. In fact, Roy called me just a few weeks ago, and we're talking about Roy Jones Jr., 9-time world champion, right? And he hardly got hit, but in sparring rounds he did because he's a brawler in the sparring rounds, right? And he's been playing a video game to enhance his cognitive function, specifically a game for his brain, to train his brain. And he's never had more than 16,000 points in the last, decade he's been playing this game. And after 3 months on these formulas, this is the only thing he changed at this point. He all of a sudden got 24,000 points. Wow. And he told me he's remembering the numbers and names of people, recalls right now, total recall, whereas normally it takes him a couple of days to remember somebody's name or phone number. So this is huge for me. Like, there's such a decline in cognitive function in our modern world. Brain fog, who doesn't need IGF-2 for that, right? And then, of course, there's rigorous testing. The great thing I love about Rick Lentini at Nutronics Labs, this guy is a perfectionist. He won't let anything go out the door with high quality control. So everything's been tested for contaminants, heavy metals. There's no fillers, no dyes, no nonsense in there. And there's no steroids in there. But it gives you results, in my professional opinion, blows away TRT, blows away these synthetic peptides. It blows away, synthetic growth hormone that a lot of people are using. I'm not going to go for that stuff because they come with a price. There's the side effects. This is all natural. You can take it till the very last day of your life without any issues. The only thing you're going to get is better health and fitness, and you're going to have a longer life. And if you're older, you absolutely need to experience this because it will make you feel younger within weeks. That's what it did for me and all my clients. And it's veteran-owned, operated, and this is a company that proudly supports Tunnels for Towers. So let's all support our veterans. God bless our veterans, right? Because without them, we wouldn't have the freedom we do.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, you mind if Ron, you jogged my memory. I should actually mention this. You used the term anti-aging. As a physician, we're a little worried about using the word anti-aging or reversing aging, right? Because we don't want to make false claims. But guess what? The Chinese and the ancient folks that were using it were always saying this maintained you the best you could be. They called it anti-aging. But now there's actually a study that shows that this thing actually reverses aging, which blew me away. And now I feel comfortable saying this. Wow. So in short, the study was studying, I think, rodents initially. And what they did was they gave the deer antler extract to the rodents. And these were really old mice. And specifically, they started with bone marrow cells from old mice, or senescent cells, they call them. So these are cells that are supposed to produce red blood, all your blood cells. And when they get old, the production obviously goes way down, right? So when they gave the deer antler extract to this, just directly in the laboratory onto the cells, well, these bone marrow cells started producing like normal bone marrow, not old ones that are about to be taken down and recycled, if you will. They're actually acting like younger cells. All right, and then we observed the mice that were given this stuff. These are old mice that sit in the corner. They don't go through the maze to go get the cheese. They don't interact with the other mice. You gave them the deer antler velvet, and guess what? The mice started interacting with the other mice. They started trying to make it through the maze. Some of them found the cheese, some didn't, but whatever. But they actually started to get out. And I hate to say it, but looking at folks that who are in nursing homes and other places, they're sitting out there not wanting to do things. All of a sudden, it's analogous to these mice. I've have some older patients who are now much more active because of the IGF-1 plus, who want to do things, who weren't wanting to do things before. Because when you make your body feel better, you're going to feel better in here, right? So it's all a body-mind connection at that point. But it doesn't stop there. This study goes on to look at monkeys. And when they gave the same deer antler extract to the monkeys who were older in particular, who again weren't interacting with the group, are now asserting their dominance, interacting with the group, doing, literally being a younger monkey. And when the researchers looked at all this data, they actually did a calculation, and their estimation is that all the subjects in these tests regressed in aging by an average of 2.14 years, I believe it was. So it was a little bit over 2 years. So literally, they equated their functionality to go backwards in aging by a little bit over 2 years. So that is just mind blowing. That is something that should tell us, it's that, you know what, God got it right. Why are we doubting him? Is one way I would put it, right? I mean, this is like Ron was saying, this is like God's pharmacy. It's there. It was already perfect. We're just proving and trying to put it out there to show that this is the best thing for you, hands down. And again, I couldn't reiterate more of what Ron said earlier. The quality control at Nutronics Labs, all the work and all the meticulous attention to detail will give you the purest product in the most effective means of getting it into your body, again, that liposomal delivery system. So again, guys, literally,
wow.
If you can, I want you to try it. That's all I can tell you, because prove it to yourself.
So let's do this then, because I want to try it. And Shady, I mean,
I want to try it.
I want to try it. So for those that are ready to take action right now, where can they find these products? And do we have any special offers for our MG Show listeners?
Absolutely. You want to go to NeutronicSLabs.com, NeutronicsLabs.com, and put it /MG. And then you're going to get 50% off with auto ship. Now, you can cancel it at any time. It's just a subscription. And if you use the MG code, you'll get another 10% off. So your first order, you're going to save 60%. Now, for your listeners, right now we have an epic deal. On top of that, if a man goes out and buys a bottle of the Man's Edge, which I recommend every man do right now, you'll get a free bottle of the 300,000 IGF-1 Plus with Long Jack, which is over $200 for free. No questions asked. For the ladies, if you buy the woman's formula, you also get a free bottle of the IGF-1 Plus with Long Jack. And it's incredible. So that's an amazing deal. You're getting over $200 worth of product for free. And I have to add this. There's a 30-day, no questions asked return policy. So this is one of the things that makes me want to tell everybody in the world about it, because there's no way you can lose. Because if you're thinking about it, you might as well go do it, because you're not risking your money. You can get all your money back. There's no gimmicks, no games. You don't have to send back half-empty bottles and all this stuff. If you call the company and say it didn't do anything for you, it's not helping you, you get your money back. You can't lose. The only way you lose is if you don't give it a try.
100% satisfaction guaranteed. NeutronicsLabs.com/MG. You'll save up to 50% off your first order with auto ship. Use that code MG when you check out. You get an extra 10% off. You got free gifts. Wow. Wow, guys. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I tell you, I can't wait to try it.
Well, I really thank you guys for not only the work that you've done to get the product out, but also the enthusiasm, because what we're trying to do in general is to get people better information. We understand that people are only as good as the information that they have, and better information causes you to make better decisions. And that is exactly what it is that we're trying to do here at MG Show. So thank you guys so much for all of the detail on this, because I have seen this product and I have been curious about it.
And I want to just share this one last thing. The mice were only given this deer antler extract twice a week.
Yeah,
the monkeys were given it once a week.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking it 3, 4, 5 times a day. And when I tell you, I feel 10 years younger, you can trust the monkeys or you can trust me. This stuff is anti-aging. I'm telling you.
We can listen to both.
Yeah. And one last thing for the men listening, ladies, cover your ears. When men take TRT and other different drugs, we know that it shrinks their testicles. This has the opposite effect, gentlemen, literally.
Boom.
Wow.
All right, you can take you can listen again, guys, okay? But that's awesome, guys. I got to tell you, it is an honor to meet both of you. I can't wait to see the results when I get my subscription as well, guys. This is amazing.
No, you guys are going to love it. It's going to blow you away.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% of my clients are thrilled.
Wow.
In fact, I got 2 young guys that, real quick, they went out and got a second job so they could afford to take more product.
I need more for their
product. I'm not kidding. And my older guy, I told you about that, his testosterone went up 40% in the first 30 days. He's an old-time fisherman. And after his first month on the product, he was so excited. Then he called me up. He was upset because I got to go fishing on the boat for 3 months. I'm not going to be able to get this product delivered to my door. What do I do? And I said, well, I'll call the company. we'll put your auto ship on hold, and you can just buy enough to go for 3 months. So the guy went and, bought a whole bunch after just his first month trying it. Never mind sending it, he wants his money back. He just bought 3 months supply after the first month because it boosted him up so much, and he's able to work harder than he has in decades.
Make men again.
Life changing.
Make men again.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Our flagship products, the IGF-1 Plus, the Deer Antler Velvet Extract from Nutronics Labs, has been across the board in any person that I've seen use it, from everyday support to my patients who I see a lot of patients with things like chronic infections, like chronic Lyme disease, neuromuscular degenerative diseases, all get much better and get much better more quickly when they're on these products. And I can't give you a higher endorsement than that from a clinical standpoint. Your patients all deserve to be on this so that they can come around a lot quicker and heal from those the damage that's there. And if it can help people that are that down, imagine what it can do for you when you are actually healthier.
Again, guys, visit NeutronicSLabs.com and use that /MG. You'll save 50% off of your auto ship, guys. Use that code MG for an extra 10% off on your first order. You'll get that 300K IGF-1 Plus with Long Jack, and also with that Men's Edge auto ship with your initial order. That's over a $200 value. And for the women, you get the free 300K IGF-1 Plus Long Jack with the women's formula auto ship with your initial order. That's a $200. You can't go wrong, guys. Use that code MG Show when you check out. You get an extra 10% off. You got free gifts. Wow, guys. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I tell you, I can't wait to try it. Boom. And I can't wait for you guys to try it. Go to NeutronicsLabs.com/MG. Use that code MG for major savings. Shady, again, Man's Edge testosterone booster right there, guys. If you can see it again. Oh, it's backwards. IGF Plus with the Long Jack, 600,000, right? It's all backwards, Shady. There's the plus. This is something for sleepy time. Okay, we got a sleepy time. Sleep chemicals. Sleep. I can't read it. Sleep Miracle. I don't want to say tentacles, Shady, on this show, but you guys want to get it. Use code MG at NeutronicSLabs.com. Shady, what do you think of that?
I think you just said it.
What?
Thank you so much for I would like to say, I'd like to say, number one, thanks to Neutronics Labs for deciding that they wanted to participate with this show and to come talk to you guys. This is part of our sponsorship for them for this month. I think maybe a little bit over a month or something. So I really appreciate them. They liked us. They said they were going to check out the show, and part of the reason that we can do things like bringing you the Q Lounge and a number of other of the different things that we're doing here, setting up and stuff, is due to some of these new sponsors. So I'm pretty excited. And yes, you did say tentacles.
Tentacles.
Yes.
Thank you, because I always goof that word up. And by the way, speaking of sponsors, Shady, we've got the Rumble Wallet. Yes. Please, guys, we've heard a lot about crypto. We've heard a lot about crypto, okay? But here's the part that most people miss. Crypto was created so you could actually own and control your own money, guys. After the 2008 financial crisis, guys, Bitcoin was designed to be an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money and delaying the transfers or limiting access, you are in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, I know you felt that problem. Fast forward right now to today. Everyone's heard of crypto, but getting started feels complicated. That's why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all that complexity out and makes it very simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoins, stable coins, dollar-backed, digital gold-backed, real gold stuff, guys. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your debit card, your credit card, or your bank account and be up and running in minutes. Once you're set up, you can even support the MG Show. So do this now. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description, and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can just set up your wallet and tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some.
Wow. And so another great episode to share with you of the winning that you are achieving levels of winning that we cannot possibly come to a microphone and describe. It's almost like trying to explain something that is unexplainable, to recognize the gravity of what's happening. The groundswell of support for Donald Trump that's coming from outside of any social media echo chamber is absolutely unbelievable. Like right now, Trump has made comments about getting the gas prices down. He's saying that they're gouging people, that the companies need to lower the prices. And this is exactly what's getting in. The bottom is about to fall out. And then once the majority of the American people really see what happens whenever we unleash the energy potential of this country to the economy, and if they look around and see a $35-40 trillion economy in like a couple of years, the legacy is set. Like there is. I don't see how we're not all going to write him in for 2028, dude.
Trump 2028. Shady Grove.
You did say that yesterday.
He did, and we are so back, baby. America is back. Be proud of your country. It's time to be part of something great again, Shady Grove.
We are the part of something great. It's called the Golden Age, and that's exactly where we're going. I'd invite you to utilize the episode that I made yesterday of Q Lounge Live to share with any of your friends that seem to know a lot about Q, and we're welcoming their arguments to the points that are being made, because to tell you the truth, it was mathematically impossible.
Boom. Boom, shakalaka. See you guys tomorrow. God bless you all.
That's a wrap.
We were shouting through the darkness, through the static, through the spin. They called the truth a threat and tried to bury it again. Said Wuhan was a whisper, said the lab was just a lie. But we saw the sunrise, saw the storm behind the sky. They froze the shows and cut the money, tried to choke the living feed, tried to break a warning voice and starve the things the people need. But the map was on the table and the drops were still in line. Now the paperwork is breathing and the clock says it's time. You can't stop what's coming, you can only hide so long. When the proof starts hitting concrete, all your evil will be shown. It's time for the mask to hit the floor. It's time for the lies to work no more. It's time, we were right to hold the line. Future proofs past, bloodlines crash, and the whole damn world's on time. It's time. It's time. They said trust the polished experts, fall in step and come to heal. While the same hand shaped the panic, sold the wound and sealed the deal. Fauci talking, papers dropping, every breadcrumb starts to rhyme. What they mocked as crazy patriots now reads like a timeline. We got years of being punished for a truth we couldn't shake. Every ban and every shadow was a tax on what we'd say. Now the D-class rolls like thunder across a hard and bitter sky. And the ones who built the silence got no place left now to hide. You can only run the psyop till the script begins to tell. When the receipts come out in daylight, everybody sees who's there. It's time for the mask to hit the floor. It's time for the lies to work no more. It's time, we were right to hold the line. Future proof past, bloodlines crash, and the whole damn world's on time. It's time. It's time. The signal, read it in the smoke and steel. News unlocked the hidden corners, made the buried story real. Call it Q-proof, call it pattern, call it truth that learned to wait. Now the wheel is finally turning and the hour's getting late. They took the channels, they took the checks. They tried to crush us, but we just flexed. But they couldn't kill the memory, couldn't kill the math, couldn't kill the line between, cause the news unlocks the math. Arrived on time. It's time. The quiet's loud.
www.mg.show. Boom.
Smile for the camera.